Hello everyone, Sylvan Bell coming to you live from Treasure Island. So I'm dead on in between, like Oakland's right behind me, and if I could flip my camera around, that would be San Francisco. And it's November 22nd, 2015. This year is almost over, 3:46 in the afternoon. We're talking about the reasons why people did not buy from you. And it's a really common question that I get from people consistently. Now, what I want you to say, hey, I got to be careful on this one with you, because if you're hurting and things aren't going well, it might come out the wrong way. But what I want you to know is sometimes people don't buy from you because your presentation's horrible. And the reason why I'm taking this step back and saying I want to be careful about this is, you know, if you're not making sales right now, it's a pretty sensitive subject to say, hey, my presentation's not that good. And one of the best things that you could do to get better at presentations is to record them. And one of the things that you have to understand is during a presentation, you know, you are going to have to give some examples, and you are going to have to give some sort of a demonstration of how your product works, the service, the widget, the gizmo, and having that ability to have a conversation and how to talk to people really does make a difference. Now, I'm really not a huge fan of the old school closing process where you use a lot of isn't it, wasn't it, couldn't it, shouldn't it, you know, constantly trying to tie people down. And that could be part of the process where the person wasn't engaged. Now, from the body language perspective, if you are talking to somebody's back, that information cannot be that important. From a body language perspective, if you're not looking at somebody eye to eye and you don't have their attention, it's just not going to work out. Now, one of the best things that you could do is go to any mall in the United States, and there's a bunch of kiosks, right? This is like free sales training. Go to the kiosks, you watch the salesperson try to chase somebody down and run after them, and you got to come take a look at our product. You know, all these things that we have, whether there's like some sort of cream or some gadget for your TV or your cell phone, you're going to find that they have these things everywhere. And so the presentations at that point are, in the mind of the salesperson, are really low value because they're going after high numbers, they're going after volumes of people, and they're just hoping to like just snag somebody and just hoping that they're going to be able to grab their attention and have that person sit there long enough for them to go, yeah, that sounds pretty cool, I'll buy, right? So watch as many presentations as you can. Now, one of the best free tools that you can get is if you just go on YouTube and look up late night infomercials. Took me a second to remember what I was going to say. Late night infomercials. Man, there's free training right there. You're getting all sorts of presentation training. Now, one of the things you got to know about an infomercial is that infomercial is going like every 4 to 5 minutes, and then there's like each segment, if it's 30 minutes long, there's 6 sales segments in that video, and you should pick up from it. You're like, oh, okay, you know, there's a presentation here, there's a presentation here. So part of the problem could be, if you're not selling, is it could be the presentation. And there's a couple more videos coming up that explain why that is, okay? So it could be the presentation. Now, if you haven't ever videotaped your presentation, you're not gonna like your voice, you're not gonna like the way that you look for a good majority of people. If you've recorded your voice a bunch, that's cool. If you've recorded yourself a bunch, that's cool, but part of it could be the way that you interact with the buyer. Now, if you could do a small favor for me in the box down below, leave a comment, question, or story, that'd be fantastic. To the right or to the left, there's a subscribe button. Subscribe, and you can send it out to all your friends via StumbleUpon, Facebook, Twitter, Google+, LinkedIn. Scott Sylvan Bell. Only Scott Bell, Seminole. We'll see you soon. Thanks for watching. Aloha.